Baba Yaga the Witch, Part 2. Vasilisa awoke to the sound of a galloping horse. The horse was white with white reins and stirrups, and the rider was all dressed in white. The sky grew light. A red horse followed with a red-faced rider, all dressed in red and carrying a torch. The sun rose.
Mortar, pestle, time to fly. Lift me up into the sky.
The earth rocked as Baba Yaga took off. Vasilisa walked outside and saw that the dog and cat had done all of her chores for her. All she had to do was cook Baba Yaga's supper. When Baba Yaga returned that evening, she found Vasilisa sitting under the birch tree playing with the cat.
Did you get all the chores done?
Yes, Auntie.
Very well. Grind the sweet, my servants three, and bake it into bread for me.
3 pairs of hands appeared and whisked away the wheat.
Time for din-din. Why do you stand there staring at me? Say something.
I wanted to ask you some questions.
Oh, very well. But beware. It's dangerous to know too much about me. Don't ask about the bones buried in my backyard. Don't ask about the stain on my hand. If I explain, the fear and the pain will drive you insane. Don't ask about the herbs or the roots I grow. Don't touch the seeds that I sow. It's dangerous to know too much. Don't ask me why my teeth are made of iron. Don't ask about the warts on my chin or my nose, not to mention the curly hairs on my toes. And never ask a witch, how old are you? Cause I'll change you into something strange. It's dangerous to know too much.
Who was the horseman all dressed in white?
That was my servant, day so bright.
Who was the rider with crimson on his head?
That was my servant, sun so red.
And what was the name of the rider of darkness and a ebony cloak upon his back? He rode to your hut before the sun went down.
My faithful servant, night so black.
Bubble, bubble, boiling trouble, fire burning, cauldron bubble. Never, never ask a wizard what he feeds to his snakes and to his lizards.
Don't ask about the bones buried in my backyard. Don't ask about the stain on my hand. If I explain, the fear and the pain will drive you insane. Don't ask about the herbs or the roots I grow. Don't touch the seeds that I sow. It's dangerous to know too much.
Get mine.
Get away from her hutch.
It's dangerous to know too much.
Don't ask, don't tell.
Don't touch.
It's dangerous to know too much. Now let me ask you a question. How did you get all your work done?
Your animals helped me.
They don't work for you. They work for me. Now, sit at the loom and weave. I'm going to build a fire to roast you.
Now, you've got to get out of here. Let me take your place at the loom.
Okay, Kitty.
Are you weaving, my little lamb chop?
Yes, Auntie, I'm weaving.
Here, take this mirror. If you hear Baba Yaga's footsteps behind you, throw it over your shoulder. Run!
Are you weaving, my little popsicle?
Yes, Auntie.
Wait, take this comb. If you hear Baba Yaga's raspy breath, throw it over your shoulder.
Take one of these skulls. If you hear Baba Yaga cackle, hold it up on the end of a stick. Now run, Vasilisa!
Are you weaving, my Scrawny cat. You tangled all my thread. Stop it! Vasilisa has escaped! Why didn't you scratch her eyes out?
Vasilisa gave me some meat, and you only give me scraps.
Dog! Why didn't you tear her to pieces?
Vasilisa gave me a loaf of bread, and you only give me crusts.
Ah, birch tree, why didn't you knock her down with your branches?
Vasilisa gave me a pretty red ribbon. You've never even given me thread.
Kate! Why didn't you stop her?
Vasilisa put butter on my hinges. In all the years I've served you, you've never oiled my hinges.
You're all traitors! Oh, but I'll catch that girl yet.
Baba Yaga raced after Vasilisa. The witch was spry on her bony legs. When Vasilisa could hear the witch's footsteps behind her, she threw the mirror over her shoulder. A river appeared behind her. Baba Yaga fell in headfirst.
Slimy slugs! My dress is ruined!
But she swam across the river. She was soon running after Vasilisa again. Vasilisa heard Baba Yaga's raspy breath behind her. She threw the comb over her shoulder. A forest sprang up behind her. Baba Yaga bonked her head on a tree.
Snakes, stinking skins! Mortar, pestle, time to fly! Lift me up into the sky!
She flew over the forest in her mortar. Soon she was right behind Vasilisa.
Now I've got you, my little dumpling!
Vasilisa turned and held up the skull on a stick. The eye sockets glowed with an eerie light.
The skull! The skull! Put it down! Put it down!
The light from the skull's eyes changed Baba Yaga into a crow, and she flew away.
Daddy, you knew I've sent me to Baba Yaga. She wanted the witch to hurt me, to breakfast me, lunch, or dessert me. Banish her to the forest, please, for eternity. I promise that will be happily ever after. Watching our little garden grow, we'll sprinkle sunshine on the seeds we sow. Happily ever after, doggy and kitty make a home. They'll bring along the magic mirror and comb. Daddy, I know you're not fond of scrawny kittens, but this one is soft and furry. He's clever and cuddly and furry. Please won't you let me keep him? He has so much to give. I promise that we'll live happily ever after.